All right, guys, we're going to talk about Roundup. Roundup, it's Monsanto's baby. It's applied in heavy amounts, basically all across the world now. The U.S. used to be the leader for the worst, but now they've moved to Europe, and Europe's falling apart. So everybody's getting this in their food. It's in the air. It's in the water. Roundup is everywhere. Even if you eat organic and have your own organic garden, you still have Roundup in your food. They've tested foods even at the supermarket, yada, yada. So it's everywhere. You can look it up on your own. You can take my word, whatever you want. But it's bad news bears. It's horrible. So here's some charts. Now this bottom left chart, it's looking at thyroid cancer, but the yellow bars are the rate of thyroid cancer. And then the red bar is the Roundup that's been applied to really just corn and soy, which are our two biggest crops right now. But it's looking at corn and soy, and then it looks at percent that's GE, which is genetically engineered, or another word, GMO. So as more Roundup has been applied and more GMO crops are grown, here is what happens to the rate of disease. And you can see as the red and blue bars go up, it almost overlies the same exact pattern as the yellow bars, which is the rate of thyroid cancer. Now, every sickness follows this. There's something to this. This can't be coincidence. We're going to look at random sickness, disease, whatever you want to call it. Go to the right, look at diabetes. Same thing. More glyphosate and Roundup applied, more genetically engineered crops, GMO crops grown, and the rate of disease has skyrocketed. And you can see the green bars at the bottom was the trend before 1990 and before 1993 for diabetes. And so that's where we should be. That's the range of the trend, is where it was headed. And then you started applying all of these chemicals and everybody's sick. So then go down to here, I just switched it. Here's stroke and Parkinson's. Follows the same exact thing. More GMO, more glyphosate, more Parkinson's. More GMO, more glyphosate, higher levels of strokes. So a lot of sickness and disease, and look at the green too for the projected trends now. It's far even surpassed that, which Parkinson's and stroke are really common. So is it worth it for organic? Absolutely it is. And so how do you find organic produce? Caveat. We did a food label video. If you need to go back and refresh your memory, go look at it, but it'll tell you clean meats. And then there's also a clean meats video. But when it comes to organic meats, meat has 10 times the pesticides as the produce. So if you're only going to start in one area, in finances, I get it matters. You can't get everything. Maybe you can. But if you can't, it's okay. Start with clean meats, because the meats have, again, 10 or more times the level of pesticides as the produce. After your meats are clean and you're eating organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, wild-caught meats, then you want to focus on produce and get the Roundup out of the produce, because the Roundup goes straight to the brain. I mean, it's bad stuff. So there's a quick test. These little stickers that are on the produce, they're very revealing. Organic will be 5 digits and start with a 9. And that's what the title is called. Or that's what you see in the title. And it's the middle one here. 94750, for example, means it's 100% organic and free of pesticides. Now, if it's 5 digits but it starts with an 8, it's genetically modified or genetically engineered, GMO or GE. And if it's 4 digits, then it's sprayed with Roundup. And that's how you know. So if it's 4 digits, don't even touch it. There are some lists we'll send out called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. There's a group that measures the amount of pesticides in produce, and they rank it from basically most dangerous to safest as far as levels are found. Strawberries are almost always the leader. They have the highest amount of Roundup in them. So they're on the Dirty Dozen. That means if it's on the dirty list, you want to buy those organic for sure. If it's on the Clean 15, for example, I think bananas and avocados usually make the Clean 15. That means even if you don't buy it organic, and you've got to pick and choose, they're going to have much lower levels of pesticides than the Dirty Dozen or the strawberries. But go through, and I'll make that available to you. But that's how you can prioritize. It does matter, though. So look at your stickers next time you're in the store.